Hey friends, get ready for another video powered by Interact and how you can connect your GetResponse email account to your Interact quiz. This way you can collect leads seamlessly and automatically, segment them in your email system, and send them the best emails that make the most sense for them. The first thing you're going to need is a quiz. If you don't have one yet, head over to ai.tryinteract.com and have an entire quiz made for you. Once you have your quiz in your Interact account, you'll want to turn on the lead generation tab. From here, you can customize your opt-in form, so you can choose which fields you want to collect the information for. We do recommend collecting the minimum amount of information. Typically, first name and email is great. And then you'll want to update your opt-in form copy. So write something here that's really compelling, that gets someone excited about wanting to opt in to your email list. I will drop in the description below of this video a blog post we have on what you can include here in the opt-in form. Once this is set up to your liking, click on Save and Continue. From here, we will choose the GetResponse option because that's the email system we're connecting to. And then you're going to want to head over to your GetResponse account and we'll grab the API key. Once you are logged into GetResponse, click on the tools icon here and then select Integrations and API. From here, we'll click on the API tab and then choose Generate API Key. We can name this quiz so that you know which account this is being connected to and click Generate. From here, I will simply copy the key and then I will paste it here back on the Interact tab and click Connect. Now from this page, you're able to segment your leads based on the specific result that they got. Segmenting meaning, where do you want this lead to show up in GetResponse? You can see here that it is required to add your lead or your quiz subscriber to a campaign. Adding them to a custom field would be an additional step. So let's see how you can set up an actual campaign and get this situated in GetResponse. When you build a campaign in GetResponse, it's going to ask you to connect it to a specific list. You may have one general list for everybody that's subscribing. Maybe they're all getting into your general newsletter, right? Or maybe you have different lists. For example, a list for quiz takers versus a list for people who are opting in from social media, just to keep track of where people are coming from. The list is essentially the campaign that you're going to be putting people into from Interact. So you can see here, I just have my one default list called Jackie. In order to update the custom field, you first need to create the custom field in GetResponse. So if you click on the Tools section again and then choose Contacts, click on the Custom Fields tab. I'll create a custom field called Quiz Results. In this dropdown here, which type of information you need, we will choose text. And essentially, we're just going to fill this custom field with text, which is the quiz result that they got. I'll choose line of text and then hit save. Oopsie, only lowercase, so I'll just name this as quiz result, all lowercase, and then click save. Now that you have the custom field created, let's go back over to Interact and set this all up. So now I can simply choose that list to add them to that specific campaign. And then if I also want to update a custom field, I can choose the quiz result field that I've created and it will populate with the specific result they get. This way, everybody, no matter which result they get, is getting funneled into my main email newsletter, that one campaign, Jackie, that I have set up. But in the back end, I can also see which specific quiz result they got. So maybe if I want to send different emails to the people based on the result, I can simply use that custom field to divide out in GetResponse who should get which email. I will click Save, and I can apply this to all of my results. You can see these pink lightning bolts confirm that the setup has been set up. So for example, if somebody is getting this networking Zone of Genius result, they're getting added to my main campaign and their quiz result custom field will update with their Zone of Genius is networking. Versus somebody who is getting the organization Zone of Genius is still getting added to my main list, but their quiz result custom field is updating with their specific result title, organization. Once you have this all set up, you can click Save and Continue. You can do the same thing here based on any answers people are choosing in your quiz. For example, in this question, number 3, have you ever worked with a life or professional coach? Maybe I want to tag people who have said no because they would require a longer email sequence. Or maybe I want to tag people that have said yes and they were super helpful because I could pitch my services more readily. Right here in this integration setup, let's say I only want to tag people with, hey, they've had an awesome experience with working with coaches. Again, I want to keep them in the same campaign, but then I can choose a custom field. Remember to set this up in GetResponse first. And a custom field like Q3 or previous work with coaches, again, whatever makes most sense to you so that you remember who is answering this, who these people are, what information you'd want to send them. Select that custom field. Again, it will fill with the value, the actual answer they chose. You can customize that to, yes, they've worked with coaches or something simpler if you wanted. Click save and do this for as many or as few answers as you would like. Once you're ready, click save and continue, and then confirm the mapping, meaning the email address that they're putting in their Interact opt-in form, so after they complete the quiz, will go to the email address field in GetResponse, and same thing for their first name. Save and continue, and then you can either test the integration or publish your quiz and test it out live. Now let's check this out. Here's the quiz. Someone is able to take it, answer your quiz questions, subscribe, and view their result. Meanwhile, your contact list in GetResponse just got a new lead, and if you look at it, you can see in the custom field section the specific result that they got and the way that they answered that question that, yes, I've used a coach before and they were super helpful. Now that your quiz, powered by Interact, is ready to go, start marketing it everywhere so that your ideal customers can find it. Check out this episode of our Grow podcast where we talk about different ways you can market your quiz.